What's going on, guys? Larry here, getting ready to bang out some legs today. Switched around my leg days. Trained legs last Saturday with a fraternity brother that was in town, and it was still part of my birthday week. So for everybody that went on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and wished me a happy birthday, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. Like I said in the Facebook post, if you took time out of your day just to type in even HBD, that means I crossed your mind, and I really appreciate it. But getting down to business, leg day, very important day. But before we get into that, I had been receiving some questions about, generally what am I using, right? So for those that don't know, I do have a family. And my funds towards bodybuilding, as far as from a supplementation level, it's been reduced a bit, right? So what do we do when we're on kind of like a budget and we need to watch what we get? Well, we get the bare essentials, and the bare essentials will vary from person to person. Someone else's bare essentials will definitely differ from mine. And someone that's more advanced than me, their essentials will be different from mine. So for me, this is my bare essential list of supplements that I'm using right now. So the first thing I want to kick it off with is your standard whey protein isolate. It's either Isoflex, as you can see here, by Allmax, chocolate peanut butter, my favorite flavor, or IsoFit by Nutrix Research. It really depends upon what I'm in the mood for that day, or something like that. Why whey protein isolate? Because whey protein concentrate really upsets my stomach. I've had to get away from using the 5-pound containers, and I encourage anybody that is having stomach issues after they drink a protein shake to really look at if they need to step away from that economy size container of protein. You have to definitely watch your digestion when you're using things like these. So that's why I made the switch from a combination way of concentrate and isolate to just straight isolate. And so far, so good. Then the other thing that I consider essential is good old creatine. So we spoke about this in the podcast, the Fit for Duty podcast that I host with Vaughn and team. We're going to get a new episode. We just have to line things up. But this is something that has been scientifically proven again and again and again and again and again, 50,000 times over, to be effective at gaining size and strength. I'm not going to really go into creatine. It's a must-have. If you're in the gym, if you're looking for extra performance, it is a must-have, right? So that's what I'm using. I also combine creatine with my intra workout. So what I'm using for my intra workout, we'll look at the first part, is I'm using some type of carbohydrate, right? And generally, it's, again, by Allmax Carbion. They used to come in big 5-pound containers. I don't know why they got rid of that. I thought they were great. But these right here, one scoop is 50 grams of carbohydrates, fast digesting carbohydrates. So you got a little bit of cyclic dextrin, you got a little bit of waxy maize in here, a hydration matrix with coconut water powder, and a little bit of an absorption blend to help you absorb those carbs and push them where they need to go inside the muscle during your workout. I like this. I love this flavor. This is the Blue Bomb Pop flavor. So this is something that's been a mainstay in my program for a long time, at least the past 4 or 5 years. This particular one right here. But I'm actually going to start experimenting. Just got in the mail Granite Supplements Intra Carb. We're looking at 20 grams of carbs, 10 grams of cluster dextrin. So I wanted to support a friend in John Meadows and his vision for Granite Supplements and bodybuilding. But I went ahead and got the strawberry lemonade flavor. I like my pre-workouts and intra-workouts kind of tart, so that's why I went with this particular flavor. Another supplement that I'm using, I know John has an essential amino acid formula. I know Seth Rochi has an essential amino acid formula, and they're great. I like them. It's wonderful. But when I go into Rexius, I specifically go for one essential amino acid product, and that is Aminotar by Project AD. Again, this, to me, this is the Rolls Royce of amino acid supplementation. You're getting over 13 milligrams of amino acids in the form of branched chain and EAA, majority EAA formula. Tastes great. This is the purple punch, so you know black folks love their purple drink. So that's what I've been using for the past couple years, and whenever I get away from it and I try something else, the only other one that I've seen that can stand up is the essential amino acid formula by Granite Supplements. So that's my opinion. That's something I stand behind. I'm not gonna argue or debate it. Everyone has their favorites. This is my favorite. The last piece of the supplementation puzzle, I don't even know if I could consider this a supplement, to be quite honest with you. But I passed this one day. It's called Liquid IV inside of Costco, and I checked it out and I was looking at it, and it's an electrolyte drink mix, so multiply your hydration. I think anything that can increase hydration during a workout is very important. I think it plays a great role in just keeping the muscles healthy, keeping them moving, keeping them filled with blood while you're inside the workout. So I went ahead and tried these. These are my second bag that I've tried, and I like them. You know, they got about 12 grams of carbs in it because they use pure cane sugar as a transport, which is fine, not a problem. When compared though to another electrolyte formula that I saw by Onnit, I think this lags a little bit, but we're gonna continue to rock this. We're gonna give this one more try, and then we're going to switch to the Onnit brand and see how that goes. But guys, that's what I'm using right now for my training. Obviously a multivitamin is in there somewhere. As far as pre-workout goes, I mean, I use whatever's available. I got a bunch of stuff that hasn't expired yet. So, you know, that's what I'm kind of messing around with. But I want to talk to you about one thing that I do, and I said that I do use this in an Instagram post about pre-workouts. Stop dry scooping your pre-workouts, by the way. It's fucking stupid. I'm using pink Himalayan sea salt, right? So obviously I have more. I actually need to fill up the container. But why use it? Because it helps with hydration. It helps transport electrolytes better. It helps hold on to water inside of your body a bit better. This is better than table salt. So what I like to do is, this is my pre-workout shake, right? So this is what I will down before my workout. Most people fill up their pre-workout to right around about here, just swallow it down, and I was included in that. But I have to credit Matt Jansen for this. He has his guys, when they're going stem free or even with a stem, he has them drink a liter of water before the workout, along with the salt and amino acid concoction. So I just took that, kind of condensed the water aspect of it, and now I just drink a full, how many ounces is this? 25 ounces of fluid before I go and train. And I really want to just get water and hydration in there. So yeah, that's what I'm using right now. I think this is a good starter type of supplement stack for a lot of people. I try not to get too fancy, for the simple fact that a lot of it is a waste of fucking money. Not all of us need glucose disposal agents, things of that nature. So now that we've got that out the way, we're going to start to get ready for legs. And with leg training, what's the goal for today? I'm reaching that phase in training where things aren't starting to click as easy as they were earlier in the training cycle. So what do? Well, we're going to back down on volume. We're going to keep the intensity high, but we're going to back down on volume a little bit. So we're not going to do crazy drop sets. We're not going to do supersets or anything like that. We're going to do straight sets. We're going to work to failure, but we're not going to go beyond it. The load is going to stay up there as much as we can. We're going to bend, but we don't break, right? So that's where I'm at with leg trainer right now. And the thing that I deload according to how I feel that day. The more I do this, the more I see that weak deloads aren't the most effective sometimes. Sometimes they work. I'm not saying that, but I think a couple of days of just downed intensity and reduced volume and maybe an extra meal or some extra calories here and there, and rest, get mental rest, getting away from your phone, getting away from the Xbox, getting away from the TV. I think that does help more instead of just taking a week or two off. So, but again, that's my opinion, and sometimes I look at my development and know I ain't shit. So that's it. Kind of a long-winded intro. If you made it this far, congratulations. You're gonna be swole as hell. But as it stands right now, let's get ready. Let's get hitting legs, and we'll walk through this workout together. All right, let's go. All right, guys. First up, seated leg curls. You know the deal with this. I'm like a creature of habit, and I think my recent side shots that I took show the effectiveness of heavy leg curls from a variety of rep ranges. Also on variety of leg curl machines, whether they be a standing leg curl, a seated leg curl, or my favorite to really brutalize a hamstrings, a lying leg curl. So some of my favorite leg curls out on the market are the Life Fitness one, that's heavy tension, any hammer strength one, especially the seated leg curl. If you can get a second generation one, that's obviously the best in my opinion, or a third generation one. The Flex Ham Tractor, which is what I'm on right now, is absolutely excellent. And then, in my opinion, one of the best leg curls is actually a tie. It's between the Cybex seated leg curl and the Life Fitness seated leg curl. I'll tell you what now, the Life Fitness seated leg curl can give any leg curl, seated or standing or lying, a run for its money, because the amount of tension that is on that thing is ridiculous. But that's neither here nor there. It was a pump day, so we were focused on a high rep range, not necessarily going to failure, but going somewhere close to it, and just really wanted to put a lot of blood inside the hamstrings. This was a very, very dense session, and not a lot of heavy weight was used, really focusing on range of motion and making sure that all of the muscles engaged in a manner in which is crucial and very good for development. Let's talk about this new way I'm doing leg presses. Basically got inspired by bodybuilder on IG, and then Dante Trudell, Jordan Peters, Dusty Hanshaw. So we're gonna go with deep leg presses. This particular sled has the least aggravation on my knees and hips for that exaggerated range of motion. So ideally, I get to a place where I can have a frequent use of this machine. I'm doing these deep leg presses, super deep leg presses. I'm just doing standard range of motion, stuff you normally see me do. Then yeah, I'm over here or at Iron Heaven doing the hammer strength, the arsenal strength, whatever. But I want to at least kind of get used to the exaggerated range of motion on this before I go and hop on other machines, because like I said, it provides the least amount of aggravation to my hips and knees. I know I'm getting old. This is the Westside Barbell um, belt squat machine. I will be the first to say I am not a fan of this machine that much, to be quite honest with you. I think there are better, um, more effective belt squats out there. I especially don't like it that there's no uh, handle, and I'm not putting a bar on my back for a belt squat. Um, but in any event, this one, if you notice when I go down, I'm not going down all the way because it just really, it just fucking hurts, right? And then it felt like my right knee was about to start buckling if I went any lower. So I kept it way above parallel. I ain't a power lifter no more. I really should have done hack squats instead. And in fact, I probably will do hack squats instead. But I'm not a fan of this exercise. But to be fair, I didn't do my normal leg extension warm up of about 75 to 100 reps. And maybe if I maybe if I went ahead and did like a winning warm up before I did these, they would count. But you can see me shift a little bit as I start that first rep. Um, that was me compensating for that sharp pain I just felt in my right knee. But my legs filled up quick with blood after those leg presses, and it felt decent. It didn't feel terrible, but I was not a fan of this particular belt squat, which is no shade to Legend equipment because they make some really, really quality high grade stuff in my opinion. Last but not least, we move on to the prime leg extension. This is nothing crazy and nothing heavy. We did 3 sets of 30 reps and we called it a day. So that was a pump style workout. Really, I just wanted to show you guys an alternative way to build muscle. So if you do this workout kind of heavy and throw in hack squats instead of belt squats, you basically get a standard Larry Brown leg workout. Um, I keep talking about bodybuilder FOMO, and yes, I'm working out on a prime leg extension. Um, do I consider it an advantage? Yes. Do I consider it a disadvantage? No. Um, do I consider it an advantage of my competition? No. Everything in how you use things is all about the application. So someone could be using a 40-year-old, 50-year-old Nautilus leg extension machine and can be getting uh, twice the amount of work out of that machine, and I'm getting out of the prime fitness on a heavy day. So keep that in mind, guys. Stop having bodybuilder FOMO and progress. Thanks for watching. Y'all take care.